Welcome back to the Conservative Fem. This episode is going to be about Sarah Fuller, who made the first female kickoff on November 28th, 2020, in the college game of Vanderbilt versus Missouri. The score ended up being 41-0. I have some personal experience, so I thought I'd give a few pointers or point of view on what happened on November 28th. This will be a two-part episode on how to play with the boys. Well, if you're going to have a girl make history, you, number one, should never try to do it in a blowout. You have got people that are already poor morale. You've got fans with poor morale. And then you've got where some people might take offense and think it was just an SJW event. We were all just getting pandered to. They should have made another time and place. Look at the scores. The team ended up being blown out by 41-0. And the only thing people are going to remember is that the day the girl kicked, the team sucked. Therefore, the girl sucked. Rule number 2, no handicaps. Don't give a girl on a male team a handicap. As you can see in this picture, you'll see that instead of Fuller kicking off a tee, they decided to have one of the other team members hold the ball. That's not typical. Rule number 3 is choose the right play. The whole play felt orchestrated and not organic. Orchestration of it, if you see what happens, she ends up kicking a squib kick. And this is likely because they did not want her to progress down the field to actually make physical contact with another player. Now, the problem with this is that the crowd was waiting for a big, epic moment, something fantastical. And the coach gave her a squib kick. Now, the team was already losing. You've got a female coming in only after a few days on the team. You've got her just in the locker room comparing a sport to another sport and a male team to a female team. You can't do that. If you go on to a male team, you're going to play on a male team. Also, after having her kick a squib kick, people will assume she couldn't kick at all. Gives people a chance to say that the female botched her job, that it was an accident for her to kick the ball off to the sideline. My personal opinion was that the squib kick was kicked so that she did not have to progress down the field. And if you look, she makes the kick. The players, get around the 30-yard line, and she never progresses down the field. She immediately stops. She's looking where the players went. They have it, and she just turns around and starts leaving the field. And that's what made it feel orchestrated, is that when you're going to play on the field, you need to stay in the action of the game, and you need to progress down the field. So it really took away any kind of authenticness of her being on the team. And it wasn't fair to do that to her. It was a big moment that she should have been able to enjoy. I personally think that she was capable of kicking the hell out of that ball down that field. But she was held back because it probably would have looked bad on film if if she got hurt. But yeah, I think that the play and the idea of putting her out there to make history on a losing game could have been a lot to do with the coach being fired and not so much about the girl. But I have a whole nother discussion for another video to talk about the other aspects of how to play and behave on a male sports team. So there's going to be another part 2 to how to play with the boys. And thank you for coming by, and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if I hit your fancy. So this is your conservative femme signing off.